Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me for a 1-hour Hatha Yin Yoga Fusion. My name is Tamara Maxim. I record these classes through Facebook Live, but I also upload them to my YouTube channel. So if you happen to be watching on Facebook, feel free to find me on YouTube under my name Tamara Maxim, and you can subscribe and have access to more than 80 free yoga videos, including classes for kids, for adults, and many different styles of yoga. Also, if you like to listen to music while you practice yoga or any other time of the day, you can follow me on Spotify under my account name tamarayvr. YVR is the airport code for Vancouver and the general area where I live. So tamarayvr, lots of beautiful playlists there. This practice will focus on creating a sense of calm. I find in the world around us right now, it's very easy to get agitated, to get frustrated, to get bogged down, and more challenging to come back to a sense of calm. So let's use this practice to focus in on the tools that we have within ourselves to create a sense of calm. And the most important one is the breath. The breath helps us to move energy in the body, to release pent-up energy that we'd like to release or let go of. But it also gives us a focal point, and that focal point is the present moment. And when we can stay present, things aren't as frustrating or overwhelming or difficult as we perceive them to be when we don't stay present. So let's begin in a nice tall seat. You can sit on your shin bones in Virasana. You can sit cross-legged like I'm going to do, and maybe even take the time, if you have a yoga block or something to sit up on, even a folded blanket or a rolled up mat or pillow, and sit up nice and tall. Cross one shin bone in front of the other. And I always encourage people, if you did it without thinking about it, recross your legs. So sit in, maybe you would call it the awkward position. And this helps to bring a little bit more balance into the body. It might feel awkward the first few times, but your body will get used to it through that balance. Palms can be facing down on your thighs. If you feel like you need more grounding energy, keep them that way, or you can turn your palms up. If you feel like you have energy to share or you'd like to receive energy. And either direction, create Gyan Mudra, the knowledge and wisdom. And this represents what we have inside of ourselves. It's really all of the answers, all of the questions, all of the solutions to all of our life problems. All of it is inside of us. So reminding yourself that you have knowledge and wisdom within you to heal everything that you need to heal. Crown of the head is lifting straight up toward the ceiling or toward the sky, and the tailbone is rooting down. And find a slight engagement through the abdomen, openness through the chest and shoulders. Imagine your chin sitting on a shelf, and then draw the tips of your ears back. So there's a lengthening in the back line of the body and a support through the front line. Feel free to close your eyes or gaze softly down past the tip of your nose, Nasaka Drishti. And that's another element that we have in our yoga practice that helps us to stay calm and present, is our focus. So have one focal point, a soft gaze or past the tip of your nose, or even closing the eyes down completely. And take a breath into your body and notice how that breath is. Is it a little bit constricted? Is it already smooth? And over the next few breaths, try to lengthen the breath out and ensure that the following breaths become smoother and smoother, more equanimous. The inhalation and exhalation approximately the same length, with maybe a little extra on the exhalation to make sure you really clear out the lungs. And as we're here focusing on this idea of calm, I'll read to you an intention that you can bring into your practice. Of course, you can think of something else if it's more meaningful for you, something personal, and also something collective is really nice, something for the greater good. Calm. Move out of the upset or excitement and become the calm in the eye of the hurricane. Allow for the pause required to figure things out. A single calming breath reduces a storm to a gentle breeze. So if you feel that you've been caught up in a storm, or maybe the world around you seems a little bit stormy, Take a deep breath in and become that gentle breeze. And the people around you, the people whose lives you affect, will notice that, and they'll be calmed by your gentle breeze and maybe be encouraged to move out of this eye of the hurricane and into something more calming and relaxing. And if you like, dedicate your practice tonight, some energy out into the universe. I've been reminded that there are groups of people who continuously, not just lately, but continuously have been advocating and fighting for equality, for peace, for an end to things like racism and hatred. They haven't just started. It's been ongoing, and they have inspired so many people lately to get on board with that, really get on board and make a difference. So I'd like to dedicate this practice, my own practice, to those people who have been, you could say, fighting that good fight for a really long time. And there's such an incredible inspiration right now, and to the lives of those people that have been sacrificed in the name of that fight. And together, bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra, and lift the sternum, the heart center, up toward the thumbs, and create a bright heart. We'll open up this practice with one beautiful Om, and you can send it out there wherever you're dedicating your practice. Let it wrap around that dedication like a beautiful blanket of peace and harmony. Take a deep clearing breath in through your nose, and a full breath out your mouth. Inhale for Om. Another full breath in. Your sigh out your mouth. Relax the mind down toward the heart. Remind yourself that your heart is the true mind of this practice. Stay present with the breath. Stay present with your gaze. Stay present with your postures. Enjoy the practice. Stay calm. Releasing your hands down to your thighs. Blink your eyes open. Raise your gaze back up to center. Take a moment. Roll the shoulders down. Already hopefully feeling a little bit more calm. Then you can release off of your seat. If you're using blocks, you can bring them to the top edges of your mat and keep them nearby if you might want to use them. Bring your feet toward the top edge of your mat, your hips close to your heels. Reach your arms forward. Take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, slowly start to lower down. Try to keep your knees parallel with one another. Use your hands if you need as you come all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Rock side to side a little bit. Cross the sacrum. Try to move slowly in this practice. There's no rush. Stay with the breath. Every movement connected to every breath, every inhalation or exhalation dedicated to a movement. Slowly bringing your feet down onto the floor. Bring your arms beside your body and try to tickle the outer edges of your heels. Just the very end of your foot, so you're not, heels aren't too close to your bum, but enough that you could maybe touch the outer inch end of your heels, if that makes any sense. And I want your heels to be inside of the width of your hands, and make sure your thumbs are touching your hips, so your hands are in quite close. And now press down into your arms and lift your chest a little higher. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And in this practice, we'll be starting with some very calming yin-like postures, a little bit of action in the middle, more hatha inspired postures, and then ending in yin. So a nice yin sandwich. Hopefully you're hungry for that. Press down into your feet, especially the inner edges. Start to curl your tailbone toward your belly and slowly peel your spine up off the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little tighter. Keep the palms pressing down, inner knees hugging toward one another. Take another inhale breath here. See if you can lift the hips a little higher. Keep the knees parallel with one another. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Try to articulate one vertebra at a time. And we'll come up again, this time lifting the arms up if you like. So as you inhale, curl the tailbone. Belly in toward the spine. Start to lift the hips and arms up and keep lifting until the back of your hands touch the mat behind your head. And on one more inhale, lift the hips higher as you press into the hands. Inner knees magnetizing toward each other. And as you exhale at the same time, no rush, slowly lowering down one vertebra at a time, all the way down until the hands touch. And now push your belly button up and tailbone curls forward. So create a little bit of a arch under the back. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly lower the tailbone down. Press the lower back into the mat. Press into your feet on your inhale breath. Slowly start to lift the hips up. Back of the hands touching the mat. Take one more inhale, lift a little higher. And as you exhale, slowly start to lower down. And as you lower down, tilt the pelvis forward. Create that space. Exhale, belly into the spine, flatten the back. Inhale, lift up again. Floating bridge. Keeping those knees magnetizing toward one another. Take one more inhale here. Lift a little higher. Press the inner edges of your feet down. Exhale, slowly lower. All the way down. Take an inhale breath. Tilt the pelvic bowl forward so the tailbone is curling forward. And as you exhale, curl the tailbone in, belly to spine. Last one here. Inhale. We'll hold in the up position for a few breaths. Come all the way up. Press the backs of your hands down. Lift your hips higher. Keep magnetizing your inner thighs toward one another. Inner edges of your feet pressing down. 3 deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Stay active here. Keep pressing down into the feet, squeezing the buttocks. Lift the hips higher. 2 more breaths. Last one. Lift up higher. And as you exhale, slowly start to lower down, all the way down onto your back. From here, hug your right knee in toward your chest. Wrap your fingertips around the outside of your shin, right to the webbing if you can. You can keep your left knee bent or extend it straight to any degree. Hug your right knee out and around the right, and then out and around the ribs, and then back in toward the right shoulder. Trying to keep both shoulders square. Flex both of your feet, so press out through your heels, toes curling back, get some flexion in the ankles. Give yourself another big squeeze as you exhale, activating the ascending colon for our digestion, absorption of nutrients. One more inhale, release a little bit, and then as you exhale, squeeze in. Beautiful. Bring your left foot back onto the mat if it's extended. Straighten your right leg and grab right behind the thigh. So not behind the knee or the calf, but right behind the thigh. And press your right heel straight up to the sky. At the same time, try to push your right hip down into the mat. Now keep that extension. Maybe you extend your left leg straight. Keep pressing your heels straight up. You can flex both of your feet. Press your thigh into your hands, hands into your thigh, and feel a release in the lower back. Take another deep breath here. Exhale fully. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now if you've straightened out your leg, bend your knee again. Soften your right knee and place your flexed right ankle on top of your left thigh. You can stay here, pressing your right hand into your inner right knee. Give yourself a nice stretch there for the hip. If you want to go deeper, you can keep pressing into the knee, but guide your left knee toward your left shoulder. And then keep that active pressing of the right knee away. You can hold behind the left shin or in front of the left shin if you like, hands interlaced, finding a supine pigeon, Supta Kapotasana. Pull your left knee a little bit more to the left. Keep your left foot flexed as well. And as you're actively pulling the left knee to the left and then in toward the shoulder, use your outer right thigh to push the right knee away. Take 2 more breaths. Releasing any emotional tension or holding in the hips. one of our favorite storage places for feeling agitated or angry or emotional. Slowly lower your left foot to the floor. We're going to bend that right knee out to the right. Reach from the inside to the outside to grab the outer edge of your right foot, half happy baby. Ardha Ananda Balasana, and press your foot into your hand, hand into your foot. And if you like, you can let that left knee roll open, being on the outer left edge of your foot. Finding a nice stretch here. If it feels good, you can also extend your left leg straight. Or you can just let it float up as you pull the right knee down to the right. One additional stretch, if you want to get more into the hamstring, and you might want to bend your knee for this one, your left knee, is wrap your right hand around the underside of your right heel and try to extend your leg out to the right. This gets right into the meat of the hamstring. Flex your foot a lot, pull the foot down to the outer right side of your mat. Deep breath in, and a long breath out. Slowly we'll come back through center. Let both knees come in toward your chest. And then keep your left knee in toward your chest. Lower your right foot down. Finding up Pavanamuktasana on the left side. You're welcome to keep your right knee bent. Extend your leg to any degree. Start to hug your left knee out to the left around your rib cage and back in toward your left shoulder, trying to square your shoulders down. Activating the descending colon, so stimulating our digestion, the elimination of waste. So both of these poses, Pavanamuktasana on the right side, then the left side, really good to do in the morning, in the evening, any time of day that you need some support with your digestive system. A couple of more deep breaths here, feeling free to extend that right leg, flex the feet if you can. Getting flexion in the ankles, toes curling toward you. And slowly start to bend that right knee back in. Extending your left leg straight. Press your heel up and hold right behind the bottom of the hamstring, the bottom of your thigh on the back of your leg. And press the heel up. It's a little bit different. It's not a calf stretch, it's more hamstring release, but also a lower back release. Pressing the heel up. If it feels okay, you can extend your right leg. A few deep breaths here, keeping the shoulders square to the mat. And if your right leg is extended, bend your knee, bringing your foot to the mat. Keep your left ankle flexed as you cross it over your right thigh. And you can stay here pressing your inner left knee away with your left hand. Or as you're bringing your right knee in towards your right shoulder, keep pressing the knee away to get a little extra stretch. And then guide both hands either behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin bone. And start to hug your right knee more to the right shoulder. At the same time, keep both feet active and press your left knee away using outer left thigh. Supta Kapotasana, supine pigeon. And if you ever are asked to do an upright pigeon in a class, but it's really hard on your knee, you can always try this supine variation, a little less intense on the knee. Slowly lower your right foot to the mat. From the inside, wrap your left hand around the outer left foot, keeping your left elbow on the inside of the knee. Pulling your left knee down, Ardha Ananda Balasana, half happy baby. You can stay here. You can let your right knee come out to the right, roll to the outer blade of your flexed right foot. Or maybe extend the legs straight. Sometimes I like to create a good thigh stretch here. So for the hip flexor, you can pull your left knee more to the left and let your right leg float or the opposite leg float. If you want to get deeper into the hamstring, put your right foot on the floor, wrap your left hand around the inner edge of your heel, and extend that leg toward the outer left side of your mat. And maybe you extend the right leg as well. And slowly we'll bring it all back through center, a hug of the knees into the chest. Either rock side to side or forward and back just a little bit to massage out the spine. We'll come into one more back bend here. Satipanda Sarvangasana again. This time the arms will stay beside the body. You can always take supported bridge as well if you want to slide a block underneath your hips. Again, tickling just the 1 inch edge of your heels here, so about 1 inch down if you can, ensuring that your feet are no wider than your hands. Your hands are right beside your hips. Thumbs are tucked in there, almost underneath your bum. Press down into your feet on your inhale breath. Slowly start to peel up again. One vertebra at a time, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And this time, interlace your hands under your lower back. Squeeze your knuckles toward your heels, but the knees, sometimes they want to fall out. So hug your inner thighs toward each other. Use an active press of the inner edges of your feet down. See if you can squeeze the shoulder blades even a little bit more. There's not a lot of weight on the back of your head. Chin is in toward your chest. See if you can keep lifting a little higher. Again, those inner knees and thighs magnetizing toward one another so they don't fall out to the sides. Take one more inhale, lift up higher. Release your hands, press down into your hands, lift up one more breath. And as you exhale, slowly articulate down, one vertebra at a time, like you're laying down pearls in a row, one at a time. And let your pelvis tilt forward to release. And then belly button to spine. Do a few pelvic tilts here. Inhale, pelvis tilts forward. Exhale, tilt it back. One more time. Inhale, release. Exhale, bring it back. And bring your knees in toward your chest. You can hold on behind the thighs and start to rock forward and back. And if this isn't good for you, you can roll to your right side. And eventually we'll push up to our seat or roll up to our seat and come into a tabletop position. So when you're ready, you can cross over your ankles or just roll to the side and push yourself up into a tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips, toes are touched. Spread your fingers wide, Chakravarkasana, cat and cow setup here. On your inhale breath, tilt your tailbone up, tummy down, chest up. Maybe look up as you lengthen the front of the body. As you exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine. I love this, to curl back until your fingertips are tented and your arm bones are straight. So your hips are moving in the direction of your heels, but not touching. Chin to the chest. Inhale, come back onto flat palms, tuck your toes. Inhale with the tailbone up, tummy down, chest up. One more round here of the exhalation. Pull back, tent your fingertips, chin to chest. And coming back to your tabletop. And anytime you need, you can always take your knees wide, take a child pose with your forehead down. Just an option. Or come to tabletop if we're in downward dog and you need to lower your knees. But for now, walk the knees under hips, palms under shoulders. You can roll up the mat if you need. Engage your belly, create a neutral spine. Keep your right toes tucked and your left palm down. On your inhale, sweep your right arm forward, left leg back. Press out through the left heel, toes curling toward you, and draw the upper arm bone back into the shoulder socket. Try rolling your outer left hip down. Create stability through the core. Take an inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, let the knee and elbow glide past each other. Good. Inhale to lengthen again. Create that stability through the core. Exhale, glide the knee and elbow past each other. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And hold here. Press into your palm. Lift the knee a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend. And then lower everything back down. Really good. If you need, you can take a little child pose, a little break. You push back up. You took child pose. Going to the other side. This time we'll be extending the left arm and the right leg. So keep your right palm down, your left toes tucked. Think about that for a moment. Inhale, extend. And now roll your outer right hip down. Press out through your right heel. Draw the belly in. Draw the upper arm bone back into the shoulder socket, your left side. Create stability through the core. Take an inhale breath, lengthen. Exhale, glide the elbow and knee past each other. Good, 3 more. Inhale, extend, nice and slow. Stay calm. Exhale. Good, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, creating stability. Last one to hold. Inhale. Exhale, glide them past each other. Hug the belly in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And lower everything down. Take your knees wide, hips to heels. Big breath in, forehead down, big breath out. You'll walk your hands up and over to the right side. Soften your right elbow if you need. Place your left hand on top of your right if you can. Pull your outer left shoulder toward the mat. Forehead between your arms. Breathe into your left side body. Create some space there between your ribs. Slowly, you'll start to walk your hands through center and all the way over to the left side. And you can bend your left elbow if you need. Place your right hand on top of your left if that feels good. Ears between your arms, forehead down. Taking a few deep breaths into your right side body. Remembering that each of these breaths is the tool to calming a hurricane into a gentle breeze. Slowly walk your hands back through center. Take a nice big stretch. Inhale. Exhale fully. And spread your fingertips. Grip the mat with your hands. Pull yourself up. So now your hands are in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Keep your knees soft. As you inhale, push your hands forward and down and pull your hips back and up. Start to pedal out your heels, finding a shifting movement in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Shifting your hips side to side. Shifting your heels up and down, stretching through the ankles, the Achilles tendon, the hamstring, calf. Take a few of these walks and then find stillness. Bend your knees as much as you need. Keep pulling the hips away from your wrist creases as you scrub the hands forward and down, spreading all of the finger pads wide, trying to create space around the shoulders by rolling the inner elbows forward more. Over time, you can start to straighten the legs, and one day maybe get your heels all the way down to the mat, but no rush. Stay calm. Use your breath. Two more deep inhales here. Two more deep exhales. Look to your hands, slowly walk to your hands, take as many steps as you like, soft knees. You get to the front of your mat, Ardha Uttanasana, palms to your shins. Lengthen your chest forward until your arms are straight, your legs are straight, and your back is flat. So for some people, maybe come up a little higher. Roll the shoulders back, take one more breath, nice neutral gaze. Exhale, fold Uttanasana, soften your knees. Inhale again, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And this time, soften your knees, rise up. Let the arms come wide. Palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana, maybe a little arch back. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. And take a moment here in Tadasana, appreciating this different perspective in the practice. Now standing on both of your feet, feeling grounded and stable. We'll move through some very slow, combinations of movements. First, Ardha Surya Namaskar, half sun salutation, and then some variations of Surya Namaskar C, the sun salutation C. So they might look a little different than you're used to, but based on that foundation. We'll press down into your feet. They can be hip distance or big toes touching, heels apart. On your inhale breath, sweep your arms out wide and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Lean back if you like, pelvis forward. As you exhale, soften your knees, fold forward. Let the hands touch down. Inhale, lengthen arms and legs, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Root down through your feet. Inhale, rise. Bring the breath with you. Maybe arch back. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. We'll do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale, feeling more flow with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach to the sky. Arch back. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar C. Some variations. Inhale, arch back. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, nice flat back. As you exhale, plant your palms down, step your right leg back and lower your right knee. Feel free to pat it up. And as you inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Pull your left hip crease back, right thigh forward. Take an inhale breath here, reach your arms up to the sky and sink a little deeper into your left knee. Try to push your right thigh forward and down. Pull your left hip crease back, take a big breath in, a little deeper as you exhale. And now on your inhale breath, reach your arms to the sky. As you exhale, sweep your hands back behind you. Press your left heel forward, toes curl, and if you need to, you can tent your fingertips down, Ardha Hanumanasana. Let's do that a few times to get into the hips. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, sweep back or use palms for support, Ardha Hanumanasana, bow. One more time, inhale, the flossing of the hips. Exhale, swing it back. Inhale, come all the way back up, reach to the sky. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down. Lift your back knee up and turn your right hand out to the right. Take an inhale breath, sweep your left arm up to the sky. Take a big open twist here, maybe start to arch back a little bit. And if you like, make some big circles with your arm, 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction. Beautiful, come back to the lunge. Take an inhale here, plant your hands down, and as you exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale breath, come forward to high plank. You can lower your knees if you like. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Draw the belly in, rock the shoulders forward. As you exhale, to create a little bit more strength, tone the abdominals. One more inhale, rock forward more, maybe knees are lifted. And as you exhale, slowly lower down to the belly. Take your fingertips out wide off of your mat. Viparita Virabhadrasana, Viparita Bhujangasana, exalted cobra. Root the feet, shoulders back. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, take your right shoulder down to the mat, look over your left elbow. Inhale, back through center, lift your heart. Exhale, left shoulder down, look over your right. One of my favorite movements for cobra. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale to lower. Tuck your toes, palms beside your chest. Shift your hips back and back to your heels. Child pose, extended child pose. And then all the way back in that downward dog. Take an inhale breath here and stay for your exhale. On your inhale, lift your right leg up, stack your hip, bend your knee, open it up. Take a big stretch. Try to square your shoulders, maybe look under your left arm for your toes. Big inhale. One more inhale, lift your knee a little higher. And as you exhale, step your right foot inside of your right thumb. Try to stay high on your back toes if you can. You can always lower your knee for a low lunge or come up for a high lunge, Alanasana. Right hip pulls back, left thigh forward. Soften your left knee so you can get a sense of being more vertical. Curl the tailbone down, lift up through your chest, and then straighten out that back leg so you can see the heel right over top of the toe mound. Take an inhale here, pull your outer right hip back. As you exhale, twist to your left side. To your right side. Look to your right thumb. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, twist to your right. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Twist to your right. And this time, lower your right hand behind. Try to capture your left thigh. Reach your left arm up and back. So creating a twist, a revolution, a back bend. One more breath. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down. Spring off your back foot and step forward. Ardha Uttanasana. When you get there, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi, and hands beside your body, palms face forward, Tadasana. Feel the sense of presence, sense of calm, power of your breath. Other side, inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Slow and steady, inhale, lengthen. This time as you exhale, step your left foot back, lower your left knee down, Anjaneyasana. Feel free to pat it up. Reach your arms to the sky. Pull your outer right hip back, left thigh forward. Try to lunge deeply into your right knee. Take another inhale breath, reach up a little taller, lunge a little deeper. Moving into Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, sweep your hands back or touch them down if you need. Bow forward over your straight right leg. Curl your toes toward you. Inhale, reach up. So lots of action through the feet in this practice today. Exhale, sweep back. Heel drives forward, toes curl toward you. You can have the fingers down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep back. Bow over. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Reach to the sky. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down. Keep your left fingertips out to the left. Raise your left knee up. On your inhale breath, reach your right arm up to the sky and open up into this big twist. And stay here or take a few big circles in each direction with 3 on each side. Your right arm feels so good. Beautiful. Come back into the lunge. Plant your hands, step back, downward dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. We'll hold for 3 breaths again. If you need to, lower your knees or draw the belly in, press into your hands, dome between the shoulders. Create some core strength, try to rock forward more. Take one more deep inhale here. Draw the belly in as you exhale, round between the shoulders. Slowly start to lower down on your next inhale breath. Untuck your toes, and here we'll take 3 cobra poses. You can come up higher each time, and maybe on the last one, upward facing dog. Inhale, Bhujangasana, low at first. Shoulders back, exhale, lower. Second one, maybe a little higher, Bhujangasana. And the last one, come up as high as you like. If you want, slide your hands a little lower, pull your chest through, lifting the thighs up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. From either of the back bends, take one more inhale, lift up a little higher. Stay for the exhale, shoulders back. Release yourself all the way back down to the ground, tuck your toes, shift back to child pose. Take a full inhale, full exhale. And back and up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Take an inhale breath, lift your left leg up to the sky, stack your hip, bend your knee. Try to square your shoulders to the mat, look underneath your right arm for your foot. Lift your knee a little higher, stay for your exhale. Inhale, bring your knee toward your chest. Step forward, and this time we'll stay high on the back toes. Knee can be lifted or lower. Find high crescent lunge if you want to keep the knee up. Take a moment here to soften your right knee. If it's lifted, get more vertical in the spine. And then straighten up that back leg, rocking your right heel more forward over the toes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist to your left. Look to your left thumb. 2 more times. Use your core. Hug to the midline. Exhale, twist. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And if you like, lower your left hand, reach your right arm up and back. Again, finding exaltation, finding a revolution, this beautiful twist. And find a back bend. Inhale, come back through center, reach both arms up. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down, spring off your back foot. Step forward, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway. Exhale, release and fold. Press into your feet, rise all the way up. Find a little back bend. Hands to heart center. And down by your side. Again, appreciating Tadasana, the simplicity and calm of this posture. Every moment of your life has led you to stand here in this moment. So cultivate a sense of gratitude. Even if things have been difficult and challenging, it's led you to be here right now. So with this presence, this perspective of this moment, it seems like the challenge just falls away because here you are in this beauty in this moment. And opening up your eyes, bring your hands to your hips, coming into Vrikshasana, tree pose. Pour the weight down into your right foot. Engage to your left foot. Engage your left leg, draw the thigh up, and bring your right thigh parallel to the floor. Again, keeping your foot flexed. Open up your right knee to the right and place your foot anywhere along the leg. You can even tap the toes down if you like inside of your left foot, maybe higher up below the knee, or maybe above the knee. And then wherever you are, make some contact between the foot and the leg. Squeezing them in toward each other, you'll feel the engagement of your inner thighs at any of those levels. Hands can come to the heart and lift the heart up, the sternum up toward the thumb, so you feel that bit of cobra. Curl the tailbone down toward your heel, your standing heel, so you feel a lift through the sacrum. And then maybe grow your branches, and your drishti, your gaze, is so important here. Try to gaze slightly forward and up, a little urdhva drishti, upward gaze, to help lift your posture. Your body goes where your eyes go, so lift yourself up here by looking up. Find calm. Even if your body is shaking or trembling, can you find stability? You find that sense of calm through a breath by staying present here in this moment. Slowly let the hands float down to center. Bring your right knee up and take a big step back with your right foot. And turn to the right side of your mat and open your arms in a big star shape with your legs. Parallel your feet, outer edges of your feet parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Take an inhale breath, reach your arms up, palms touch. And as you exhale, swan dive forward toward the mat. Clench your hands as you get halfway lengthened. As you exhale, start to walk your hands closer to the inner edges of your feet. In line with the inner edges of your feet, come to a halfway lift there. Then as you exhale, press into your hands as you bend your elbows back and work the crown of your head down toward the mat. Put a little bit more weight into your toes so the crown of the head comes down and the hips lift up. If you have a Shirshasana B in your practice, a tripod headstand, feel free to go for that. Or just focus here on lengthening the spine, getting the crown straight down and the hips straight up. Use the hands, press into the hands to pull yourself through. Supporting yourself in an inversion here, even if your feet are down, the crown of the head is still below the heart. And slowly we'll make our way back to a halfway position. Bring your hands onto your hips, rise all the way up. And turn your toes to the front of your mat and step your right foot beside your left. Again, Tadasana, this calm, even stance. Hands come to the hips. Try on the other side. So pour the weight down into your right foot this time. Lift your left knee up until your thighs parallel. Flex your foot. Keep it active and keep pressing down through your standing foot. Take your left knee out to the left. And then as you're ready, place your left foot either just inside the right foot or slide it a little higher, or maybe above the knee, side of the right inner thigh. Try to scoop your tailbone toward your standing heel, draw up through the belly. Your drishti is important, so lift your gaze to help lift your posture, hands to your heart. And stay here, finding that bit of cobra, or maybe open your arms. Get steady and calm here, even if it starts to feel a little stormy, a little turbulent. Can you calm yourself down by that deep, equanimous breath and your pointed gaze, your ability to stay present here in this moment? As you're ready, hands come to your heart. Lift your left knee up and take a big step to the back of your mat and turn yourself toward the left side of your mat. I'll just turn to the front so you can see, but you're facing the left side. Again, you want to open your arms up in a big star shape. Make the outer edges of your feet parallel. Take an inhale breath, reach your palms straight up. As you exhale, swan dive forward. Catch yourself halfway, lengthen. And then walk your right hand more to the center. Place your left hand onto your sacrum and try to level your hips. It's really important to keep the outer edges of your feet pressing down. As you press down on your sacrum, start to turn and twist, look to the left. Stay right here or reach your left arm up to the sky. Maybe spin your hand around and bring the right hand, the back of your hand to your lower back, or the inner edge of your hand, the palm, wrapping around the outer right thigh. Keep pressing into your right hand, twist a little deeper, and maybe you stay, or you can start to walk your right hand to your outer left ankle, calf, or thigh, and maybe even pull yourself in for more of a twist. Looking up past your left shoulder, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. One more inhale, and exhale. Unwind yourself, come back through center halfway. Left palm underneath your face. Bring your hand to your sacrum. Try to level your hips as you turn and twist toward the right. Press the outer edges of your feet down. Maybe reach your right arm up. Stay here or spin your palm around. Bring the back of your hand to your sacrum or wrap the palm around the top of your left thigh. Turn and twist, looking more to the right, pressing into that hand for support. Or maybe start to walk your hand toward the outer right ankle, calf, or thigh, and you can keep the arm extended or pull yourself in. Again, creating an inversion here, adding on a twist. Keep your gaze up and to the side if you can. Last breath here. And unwinding yourself, come halfway. Bring your hands to your hips. Rise all the way up. And this time we'll stay facing the edge of our mat, but I'll continue to face forward. Take your toes out wide, heels in, reach your arms up to the sky, and as you exhale, slowly start to lower yourself down into a squat, finding Malasana. You might want to sit up onto a block or sit onto your bum and bring the soles of your feet together and knees out wide if this is better for you for butterfly. And from Malasana, we'll press the elbows into the inner knees, palms together, heel of the hands down as we lift our chest. You're welcome to stay here. If you want to add on another twist, take your right fingertips out to the right, use your left elbow on your left inner knee and turn and look to the left. Or maybe again, reach that left arm up, spin your palm around. Maybe it comes to the lower back, or maybe you can wiggle those fingers around the top of your right thigh. And if you have this half bind, you can stay or go for a full bind, wrapping the right hand behind the right thigh, left fingertips meet, or maybe you find your wrist. Turn and look up. You can unwind yourself. Go to the other side, left fingertips out, right elbow into your inner right knee. My lefts and rights today, a little bit backwards. Reach your right arm up. If you like, spin it around. Find a half bind or maybe a full bind. Wherever you decide to be, keep lifting the chest, turning, twisting if you're in this variation. We'll come back to center and hold for just a few breaths. If you're somebody that likes a crow pose, feel free to take a crow pose here. Meet us back in Malasana. You can even squeeze in a little vinyasa there. I can't see what you're doing, but you know who you are. You like to do that kind of thing. When you're ready to release, your fingertips back behind you, slowly lower down onto your sacrum. Extend your feet and knees wide and windshield wiper side to side. Come back through center. Extend your legs out so you're still facing the long edge of your mat. You can stay that way. If you want to turn to the front, you can, but feel free to keep facing the left side, this face here, so you can see. Tend your fingertips behind you, and as promised, a little bit of yin to close our practice. Keep your chest lifting, and as you exhale, slowly start to hinge. And you might want to bring blocks in here to lay your forearms on blocks, or maybe your elbows, and tend your fingertips around your forehead. Keep pressing out through your feet. Stay active through the hamstrings and the calves to stretch them out and get flexion in your heels. If you can come lower, maybe you keep the forearms on blocks but forehead down. Or maybe you stack up your blocks to support your forehead. Wherever you are, let's take 10 deep breaths. If you're somebody that can go even deeper, go deeper, but not to the point of strain. Stay calm. And slowly start to lift yourself about halfway. Bring your right forearm either onto the top of your right leg or inside. And again, we'll add on this twist. So left hand to left hip. Start to turn and look up. Keep your feet active. Stay here or reach your left arm up to the sky and maybe over your ear in the same line as your right leg. Feel free to stay. If you have a bind, you can wrap your right hand around the outer right foot, just like we do for Happy Baby. And maybe your top hand can connect. Try to keep both sitting bones rooting down, rolling your chest open. Last deep breath here. Slowly start to come up. We'll go to the other side. Left forearm onto your left leg, maybe on top or inside. Right hand to your right hip. Spin your chest open. Keeping your legs active. Press out through your heels. Toes curling toward you. If you like, reach your top arm up and over your ear. Maybe you can wrap your left foot with your left hand like we do for happy baby, and maybe find that full bind. Try to keep both sitting bones pressing down, looking up underneath your arm. Last deep full breath in here. Exhale. Slowly lift yourself up. Lean back into your hands again. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. And if you're still facing the left side of your mat, you can start to turn yourself toward the front. And extend both of your legs straight. Paschimottanasana. Move the flesh around your seat out to the side so you come right onto your center sitting bones. If you feel like your back and your hamstrings are limiting you in this posture, sit right up onto the very edge of a block. And this will help to tilt the pelvis forward, and you'll get more length in the back of your legs. And then from here, sit up nice and tall and reach your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, fold and bow forward over your legs. Hang on to anything you can. Take a halfway lift to lengthen. Keep your feet active. Heels out, toes curl toward you. And then bow in. And again, here we'll take 10 deep breaths. A nice long hold. Go as deep as you like without struggle. Make it easeful, calm, and relaxing. You can always use blocks to support your head if you're high up. Moving for your forearms. You want to feel this stretch through lengthening the back of your legs and your spine. So adjust yourself as needed. Last few breaths here. Last full deep inhale. Sigh out your mouth, exhale. Slowly roll yourself up. Bend your knees, again bringing your feet toward the top of your mat. If you have a block or a cushion or something you can put underneath your hips, keep that beside you. Take an inhale, lengthen your chest forward, and as you exhale, slowly start to lower down. Walk your feet underneath your knees, and this time we'll take a supported bridge. If you'd rather do little bridge or Urdhva Dhanurasana, you're welcome to do that. Lift your hips up and put the block on any setting underneath your hips. So for me, this is the second setting. The first setting would be flat. The third setting is quite deep. It's up to you if you want to hold that bridge. We'll take 10 deep breaths here. So you decide what feels good. Let your arms relax beside you. If it feels good, you can also try straightening your legs. It's really nice to get into the hip flexor, so give that a try if you like. Your legs are extended, start to walk them back in. Your last round of breath here. Maybe sigh out your mouth. Press down into your feet enough to remove that block if you have it. Squeeze your knees in toward your chest. And open up your arms either in a T shape or a cactus. Tap your feet down enough to jog your hips a little bit to the left side, and then bring your knees up and over to the right. You can place your right hand on your outer left knee or thigh and turn your gaze to the left for just a few breaths, about 5 breaths here. If there's a deeper supine twist that you like, feel free to take that. Last full inhale. Sigh out your mouth, exhale. Bring your gaze back through center. Put your palms down on the mat for support as you bring your knees back up. Cactus your arms, T-shape again. Tap your toes down enough to jog your hips to the right side. Bring them over to the left, knees to the left. Left hand on your right thigh. Take your gaze to the right if it feels good. Take about 5 breaths. Come back to your intention. Come back to this sense of calm. Come back to your dedication. Take your last full deep inhale here. Sigh out your mouth. When you're ready to support yourself, to come back through center, realign your hips and knees. Give yourself one last squeeze of your knees into your chest. If there's any other posture that you would like to do to round out this practice, feel free to take that posture. Otherwise, make your way into Shavasana, this final beautiful rest, this example of pure calm. Arms and legs soft and open, forehead relaxed, space between your eyes soft, jaw relaxed, mind open, heart open. Move out of the upset or excitement and become the calm in the eye of the hurricane. Allow for the pause required to figure things out. A single calming breath reduces a storm to a gentle breeze. And I hope you're feeling just like that gentle breeze right now. The whole world around you could be in a hurricane, and you have created a beautiful bubble of calm and relaxation, and you can always come back to this bubble simply through one deep breath. Close the practice with a beautiful sound of Om. Feel free to join or experience it in silence. Deep clearing breath in, full breath out. Inhale for Om. Om. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.